Hello there, guys, and today I got a great pomade review. I got a great pomade to review, and that's going to be Lockharts Heavy. So this is the heavy part of the Lockharts line, and supposedly it's stronger than Goon Grease, and that's true. This stuff is pretty much twice as heavy as Goon Grease in terms of hold and endurance. And I have really grown to love this stuff because it has such a great hold, such great endurance for such a grease pomade. Because usually when it comes to a grease pomade, it's a heavy hold. It does have a heavy hold to it, but it usually just falls apart during the day. Unlike a heavy gel type water base, like when it comes to gel pomades, like it holds and it sets and it hardens, and you can forget about the style. And this, it comes pretty close to endurance when it comes compared to a gel pomade. As you can see, my hair has already been styled with it, but for the sake of the video, I am going to restyle it just to show you how it styles. So as you can see, it slicks back moderately easy for the hold you get. I would consider the hold of this as pretty much a super heavy. Um, some might disagree, but on my hair, on my scalp, it's a super heavy for me. Alright, so I'm going to add a little bit more just to show you how consistency is. So as you can see, it's white inside, and the scent, it's called cocoa vanilla. You will smell the cocoa vanilla in it, but I do get a hint of mint in it, but it's very subtle and you won't really notice it in your hair. Since for how heavy the hold is, it's actually pretty easy to scoop out, but obviously you will have to apply some pressure into it because it is a really heavy pomade. And mixing it together, it's actually pretty easy. You will definitely feel the wax in it, so that will definitely tell you that it is going to be a really heavy hold. As terms of buildup, it has good buildup, but in a way that a lot of it stays in a good way. It's not like super greasy or like nasty like Murray Superior, but in a way that like a lot of it stays in and you can just style it with the buildup and not really have to worry too much about adding any more. So yes, much of it stays in. Washability, if you put it in the first day and you wash it out the same day, pretty fair amount comes out when you wash it out. But later on, if you keep building up with it, you will have a hard time washing it out. Like that goes with all heavy pomades. So slicking it back, pretty damn easy. I'm actually quite surprised. I will definitely recommend this putting this stuff on top of buildup because if you use it by itself, like kind of like blindly, um, it's much drier. It's much more waxy, more drier, and it becomes it's a pain to apply. It's a pain to comb through. So definitely put this stuff on buildup of a light or medium pomade. When I start using this, I've used this on top of buildup of Pomade, and it really helped soften the heavy hold, the heavy pomade. You will still get the heavy hold. It's just that the slickness and the application becomes much easier. All right, look for my part. All right, this stuff has such a great hold. Like, I keep saying it, but it's true. Like, for those of you people who are really looking for a super brute force heavy pomade that will give you great looking pullbacks or wedges or really tight sides, I am telling you, this stuff is the thing. Like, this stuff is the answer when it comes to a nice, slick, super heavy pomade. It will not destroy your scalp or your hair or rip apart your hair, and yet it will still give you that really, really heavy hold from it. You should really check this out. Like, I am definitely recommending this stuff. Like, I have really grown to love this stuff. Like, I really love this heavy. If not, it's my favorite kind of heavy. Like goon grease, like I really do love goon grease. It's just that um, it fails miserably against the heat. Like on a cold day, goon grease does work really well, but in the heat, it just fails miserably. As in this stuff, it hardly falls apart, and if it does, only a only like a small part of the hair just like messes up, and you just comb it like this, like deep deep, and it just goes back the way it was before. And as you can see, it styles a wedge really nicely. Like it gives that nice like sharp angled like wedge, really nice. Like similar to that of what a gel pomade will offer. Like because gel pomades are so heavy and hold that it'll give you a really nice looking wedge because it's so heavy. Same with this stuff. Man, I keep saying how heavy this stuff is, but it's just true. I keep saying it, but it's true because it's true. So it definitely is true. Styling takes on a good day, it takes no time at all. On a shitty day, it takes less than average time. If you're just frustrated, it takes less than average time. Alright. Styles really well. I just love how the endurance of this grease pomade is. I think this is the pomade I had been looking for when it comes to a grease pomade that has really good endurance, almost as well as a gel pomade. Because usually when I'm looking for a heavy hold, I just get a gel pomade because it just sets in, it hardens, and it doesn't really move much compared to a heavy grease. It holds pretty heavy, but it just falls apart, and I just don't want to deal with restyling because I just want, when it comes to a heavy pomade, I just wanted to set it in and just forget about it. So yes, final verdict on Lockhart's heavy pomade. Just fucking get it, and you'll love it, you'll enjoy it, and life will be good. Alright, as you can see, my hair looks great. Got an awesome looking wedge right here. It's nice and sharp, got a nice angle to it, nice sharp angle to it, as would have a good wedge would look like. Nice sharp part, nice top, slick sides, really tight sides. The only downside I would consider of this is that since it's so waxy, if you don't warm it up in your hands enough, you will get some wax flakes. But if you do, just comb it through. But I have been noticing that if you don't really mix it in your hands warm enough, you will get a little bit of flakes right here. So that's pretty much the only downside. But other than that, this stuff it's superb, top-notch heavy stuff. Alright, so this will finish the review, and see you guys next time.